Hi guys, Michael with Owner Builder Class here. I know many of you are looking for a home right now, and I know how challenging it can be today to find something that meets your needs and budget. I hear stories every day of homes being put on the market and getting 10, 20 offers within a day or two. And in many cases, these offers are going well above the asking price. So I know many of you feel like you're fighting a losing battle here. So today, I want to share with you a really cool home plan that you see behind me here, along with the cost to build it. I think you're going to really like this house. It's got a ton of character while being very efficient to build. I'm going to share with you how to get the cost down to $100 per square foot and share some of the labor costs where you might be able to save even more money. So first, let me tell you a little bit about this home. It's 1,554 square foot single story, 3-bedroom, 2 full bath, open floor plan with a 2-car garage and a full basement that can be finished to double the square footage in the future. We figured in luxury vinyl plank flooring, upgraded cabinets and interior doors, granite countertops in the kitchen with a tile backsplash, and much more. So let's get to the cost to build this house. I'm going to share with you the cost to build the structure from the footings all the way up to the final paint. I've excluded the builder overhead and profit because I know many of you are looking to become owner builders because you want to save those costs by managing the process yourself. So in other words, you'd be taking on the role of the general contractor to achieve these costs that I'm showing you here today. Now this house plan is about as easy as they come to build. One other important thing to mention here is I've excluded the cost of the lot or the land because this really wouldn't tell you anything about the cost to build this house. I can show you a lot that's $40,000 in one location and the same size lot just 2 miles away that's $500,000. Now there are just too many variables to make including the lot in this cost analysis useful to you. And later in the video I'm going to also break down the cost of some of the labor costs for this house so that in case you have an uncle or a friend that can perform this work for you and help you save some additional money. So let's start with the cost to build this house from the footings all the way through to the final paint. The total cost would be $144 per finished square foot with an unfinished basement. Can you build this house more affordably? Absolutely. You can remove the stone on the front, replace the vinyl plank floors with carpet and a lower spec level vinyl in baths, kitchens, and foyers. You could put in builder grade 30-inch wall cabinets in the kitchen and replace the granite counters with laminate countertops with a backsplash instead of tile. You could go to a slab foundation, which would save you at least another $10,000 or so. But we've equipped this house so you could see the real cost as shown. And at $144 per square foot with a ready to finish basement, you're looking at roughly $223,000 to build this home as an owner builder. So one way to further lower your overall square foot cost for this home and add square footage is to finish the basement in the future. Typical finishing costs will run you $50 per square foot. After finishing the basement, you'd end up with 3,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms at an approximate total cost of $300,000. Now this would bring your cost per square foot down to $100. But personally, I'd plan on finishing the lower level later on down the road when the red hot construction market starts to slow down. I want to make note again that these estimated costs do not include the lot or any special considerations for the lot or land, like tree clearing, the driveway, landscaping, retaining walls, septic or well if you don't have city municipal utilities, rock subsurface, or permit and impact fees. It's also important to note that these costs are a snapshot in time. They'll be changing as material and labor costs adjust to current market conditions. Now I want to break down some of the labor costs for you. If you have the free time and the skills, or if friends and family are in the business, you can really boost your savings when building as an owner builder by providing some of the physical labor. I personally wouldn't recommend you tackle the framing of the house, but if you do this for a living or have a relative that does, you'd save roughly $20,000 by providing the labor for the rough carpentry for the home. Now the interior trim carpentry costs are $3,800, painting $8,080, luxury vinyl plank flooring installation $3,100, and cleanup of $900. Now just a quick note, being an owner builder requires lots of time to manage the schedule, maintain the budget, check quality, and so on. If you don't have extra time on your hands, it's really best to leave the physical labor to the experts to really put your focus on the management of the build and probably your day job. We've also included $2,000 in the budget for the AutoCAD version of the house plan available through a company called America's Best House Plans. Now this will allow you to make adjustments to your specific preferences and to your local building codes. Now I'll put the link to the house plan in the full description. And a full disclosure, we don't receive any compensation from them. I just like the way they do business. So keep in mind, the costs discussed here came from my experience as a builder combined with the 2022 National Construction Estimator book from Craftsman Books. Now let's talk a little bit about the cost to build this house in your location. Obviously, labor and material costs vary quite a bit across the country, so I'm going to give you some adjustments for a few of the larger cities. Keep in mind, these cost adjustments are percentages, so if it says +5, you add 5% to the cost discussed for that particular location. Now these adjustments take into consideration labor and material cost differences only. We don't look at building code differences from one location to the next. It's also important to note that the cost to build since the pandemic started have really been changing rapidly. Keep this in mind when you're creating your budget and planning your new dream home. That's about it, guys. Stop by and see me at ownerbuilderclass.com, where we're all about taking the mystery out of home building. Take care.